Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Sports Bet Talk. My name is Austin. I am excited for today's video. We get to go through the NFL daily lines or odds or whatever for this upcoming week. I am filming this on Thursday before the Thursday night game has happened, so we will be including that as well as the Monday night games. If you've been following the series, a quick little recap of last week. Hopefully you had a better week than I did. I actually didn't go and bet pretty much any of these. And if I did, I bet a lot of the spreads rather than outright. I missed on a whole bunch of them. I was 5-9 last week, picking every single game. Some tough breaks with Denver being up big, and Carolina just not showing up. Same with Houston. So that was a little rough there, but what can you do? That's how it goes sometimes. So basically we're at even right now if you're following along with a plus 10 and a minus 10. Always going in. We always just bet $10 per game, so not too bad there. But looking forward into this next week. Let's get right into it. As always, this is not intended as professional advice. These are just my picks for entertainment purposes only. You are welcome to follow them if you want. You don't have to. No one is forcing you to. As always, play responsibly. Do not bet more than you have, and that's why I like to do just $10 per game. It's pretty reasonable for a lot of people. So getting into it after that, tonight, Thursday, if you're watching this on Thursday, we have Indianapolis at Houston. This was a weird one because I don't know what to expect from Houston coming in. After last week, they just didn't show up, but they are the favorites, looking by about 3.5 points for the spread. Money line is minus 180, plus 160 for Indianapolis. I think I heard that T.Y. Hilton's going to play for Indianapolis, and they are pretty good with him and not very good without him. So that is one that I'd probably go with Indianapolis on. But, I mean, you can make a case for Houston. This is definitely not one that I am betting at all because if I don't have a good feeling right off the bat, I try to avoid it because you just don't know what's going to happen. So for the purpose of this, I have to bet. I'm betting Indianapolis to pull it out at plus 160. Tampa Bay at Atlanta moving into Sunday. We've got Tampa Bay plus 185, Atlanta minus 220. The spread is 4 points, 3.5, depending on where you go. I would take the 4 as always. Take the best number that you can, or 3.5, depending on which side you want to be on. I don't know what to expect from Atlanta. Like, they've shown up big against some pretty good teams twice. Have they figured it out? Or have people just overlooked them? I don't know. Tampa Bay seems to have some good value at plus 185. I don't think they're a terrible team. Jameis Winston is a turnover machine, though. So, yeah, let's go with Atlanta here. I think Atlanta's kind of figured their stuff out, and they're going to pull that one out at home. Denver at Buffalo. I like Buffalo. I mean, but Denver knows how to play in the snow or whatever. I don't know if it's going to snow or not, but they know how to play in the cold, so it's not an advantage really for Buffalo. Denver plus 170, Buffalo minus 190. I think this Denver team has really figured some stuff out. The spread's minus 4, plus 4, by the way. I think I'm taking Denver here as the underdog. I really like them. I think they're figuring it out. They're not expecting many points. The over-under is 38. That might be one that I get on and bet the over. I don't know why this would be such a low-scoring game. I mean, what is that? That's like 18 points a pop. So if someone puts up a couple touchdowns, it gets up there pretty quick. Anyway, moving on, Giants at the Bears. Chicago minus 280, Giants plus 240. Point spread is 6. I want to pick the Giants here, but they haven't done anything recently, right? So what do you do? And this is why these are games that I do not pick, because this is the battle of who's going to suck less. If Mitch Trubisky is the starter, I can't remember. I think the backup's Chase Daniels. I mean, if Trubisky's the starter, how bad does Chase Daniels have to be? So if either of them start, what's going to happen here? I don't know. The Chicago defense is pretty good, but it seems like they might kind of be giving up on the offense. I mean, they showed up last week against the Rams. I like the value of plus 240 on the Giants. Saquon Barkley or something's going to have a big day. So let's go with the Giants here. I like that with the plus money. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. I think they're starting to make bets of if Cincinnati will go 0-16 this season before they betting if they get a win or not. Again, the over-under is only 38.5, so pretty low. Point spread is 6.5, and Cincinnati is plus 245. Pittsburgh is 290. Is there really home field advantage for a team that no one wants to go see? I don't think so. So, not picking them. I got to go with Pittsburgh here. I just think Pittsburgh's going to win. I don't think Cincinnati's very good at all. I can't name you a single player that plays for them right now. I don't even know who the quarterback is. They're like the least known team in the league right now. So, Pittsburgh minus 290 there. Miami at Cleveland. This is a hard one. Miami showing life. Cleveland's dealing with the suspension and stuff. I really like the point spread here of 10.5. I don't think Cleveland's laying 10.5 on Miami. So that might be one I get and bet Miami on there for the spread. That is not the purpose of this. We only do money lines here. Flat bets of 10. And so, should I go for it? Let's go for it. I really don't. I don't like Cleveland. I don't hate Miami, so we're going to pick Miami here. Solid reasoning, I know. This is one, if I'm being honest, I'm just staying away from. So Miami at plus 425 here is my pick. Not much analysis there. Carolina and New Orleans. This is interesting. They both just got beat by the Falcons pretty bad, and both of them at home. I know New Orleans was a week ago, and they had a chance to turn it around last week. The point spread is 9.5. That's pretty high. I think Carolina's a little better than that. So there's a little bit more respect. The money line is minus 500 plus 400. This is one I think New Orleans is going to win. I don't think they want to be embarrassed in their home stadium again. And so I'm taking New Orleans minus 500. Oakland, the New York Jets. Oakland is good at traveling. And I don't really know how good the Jets are. They looked real good last week from what I saw. And I like the value there. But, I mean, you're not really laying a lot with Oakland at minus 155. You're not paying a big, price or... I've heard the word tax used, I guess, sometimes. Let's see. The point spread is minus 3, 2.5, depending on where you go. That's interesting. Looking at Caesars, you can get... there's no juice. It's just 100 there for the Jets. At Westgate, though, it's 100 for Oakland. So you can kind of get low premium on either side there, depending on where you go. That might be interesting. I don't like the point spread here. I think it's just too small. I think it's going to be a bigger win than that by either side. I don't think it's going to be a very close game. But I do really like the Jets at home. I think they're obviously trying to win. So we'll take the Jets in the early slot. Maybe Oakland's a little tired at plus 135. We have got Detroit at Washington next. No real argument here. I'm not taking Washington. Plus 160, Detroit minus 180. Even if Stafford doesn't play, I think Detroit wins. I'm not sure if there is or not. You can get Detroit minus 3.5. It looks like the spread there, so taking Detroit. Don't think Washington is a very good football team at all. Moving along, last one of the early time on Sunday, Seattle at Philadelphia. Seattle is plus 105, Philadelphia minus 125. Point spread's just plus 1.5, so not a big deal there. I like Seattle here. I think Seattle's a winner. Russell Wilson's a winner. Philadelphia's I feel like they should be kind of depressed after last week because they had plenty of chances to beat the Patriots. So definitely taking Seattle there at the plus 105 money there. I feel like that's pretty free money unless they just don't show up at all. If it's a close one, I think Russell Wilson knows how to pull it out. So moving along to the afternoon slots. Got Jacksonville at Tennessee. Point spread is 3.5, depending on where you go. A lot of interesting juice lines here. You got 105, 115. You got just flat 100. So You can get some nice little benefits there. Don't risk more than you have to. Jacksonville's plus 165, Tennessee minus 185. I mean, I don't know how to read either of these teams. Neither of them look very good. This isn't one that I bet. Taking Jacksonville with the plus money, though, here. I think it's just too tempting not to, and it's a coin flip type of game, in my opinion. I mean, Tennessee's been looking better since they benched Mariota, which is kind of funny. I don't know how to read Jacksonville with Nick Foles. He's coming back, getting an extra week of practice under his belt, so I like him. Plus 165 there. Dallas at New England. Big game this weekend. Dallas plus 245, New England minus 290. Taking New England here at home. Dallas is going to struggle. I'm not sure how cold it's going to be. Point spread is 6, 6.5, depending where you go. That might be a good bet. I think this will be a close one, but I do think New England pulls it out just because New England doesn't have enough offensive power, but their defense is really good. So Dallas isn't going to score. New England is going to do just enough to win like they always seem to do. Taking New England minus 290. Green Bay at San Francisco. Point spread 3, 3.5. Again, some interesting juice lines there. You can get San Francisco minus 120 at some places. Green Bay minus 120. So just make sure you're shopping around, getting the best deal that you can in terms of points and what you have to bet in return for what you get. Money line, Green Bay plus 150, San Francisco minus 185. I like Green Bay again. Same thing as Russell Wilson. Just Aaron Rodgers is a winner. I think San Francisco's looked a little shaky recently. I mean, they didn't really blow out Arizona as bad as the score looked. If you watched that game, you would have known the very end, which, from what I heard, was pretty rough for some bettors. Pretty bad beat there. So taking Green Bay plus the money, I think they figure out how to win on the road in a warmer environment. It'll be nice for them. Baltimore at the Rams. I don't know how to read this one. This is one I'm staying away from. Again, Baltimore looks good, but the Rams could. They're at home. Looks like the point spread's only 3. I think that's too small. I think either side that wins this wins by a touchdown. I don't think a field goal wins this, in my opinion. The over-under is 46. That's mostly saying the Rams aren't going to stop Baltimore. Baltimore is going to stop the Rams. Their defense is really good. I don't think this is a very high-scoring affair. I really like the under there. Saying that, now, every defensive player is just going to get sick the day before, whatever. Money line is minus 175 for Baltimore, plus 155 for the Rams. I'm taking Baltimore here. I don't see a reason why they lose. I mean, no one's been able to stop them yet, so just ride them all the way. Plus at minus 175, I feel like that's pretty good for what I feel like they should be in this game. The Rams look lost, honestly. They don't look very good. Yeah, they beat a Bears team barely. Kind of a pun there. Barely beat the Bears. So, yeah, I like Baltimore here. I think they're the better team. They just know how to win for some reason. Lamar Jackson's unstoppable. So we're taking them there. And that is the end of this current week. So let me know what you are picking for the week. It'll be fun to kind of compare what we all have. Let me know if you have any insights of what might happen. And yeah, sorry, I was just checking, making sure it was the last one. There's a little bit more left, but it's just all the explanation stuff. So that is the end of this video. I thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this just kind of podcast style. I don't know what to call it. I don't like doing the editing on these. It gets kind of messed up. I just like you seeing my thoughts right as it happens. I don't really pre-look at these. I mean, I look through them a little bit to keep track, but I just go right through one take, try to get it off the top of my head for you. You can kind of see my thought process. And yeah, always feel free to subscribe, like the video. It helps out the channel a lot. I will be posting more videos in the future like this as we get into college basketball season a little more, as football kind of ends and I can focus more on basketball. We'll get into that and different things. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.